Hey guys, how are you? No, I was just thinking because the other day I was watching, my usual videos on YouTube, and I was basically just, moving from a video to another, just like a zombie, like I do most of the time. And then I get to this video of a guy who's just put his headphones on, and he says that the title of the video says, uh, "My reaction when I discover blah 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 song from blah 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 band." And the guy basically puts the headphones on his face, on his ears, and he listens the track. He listens to the track, and then you see, oh, that's nice. And the track is you can hear the track, and you see his reaction when you hear the song. And I say, God damn, it's. And the guy makes like thousands of views on his fucking video, just watching him react to his first listen of a song. I just found it, I just found this was weird, but and the guy makes many thousands of views just for that, No editing of the video, no footage, no nothing, no documentation, nothing. You just hear the song, you watch his face while he reacts to what he hears. It's just, well. Let me know in the comment down below if you would like me to do such an exercise someday on this channel, watch me react on a certain song, and I will be more than happy to do so if the views get up high in the sky, for thousands of views on the video. Maybe he got a point, but I just found it was really, really weird. So that was a little aparté for this video. So now just jingle, and what follows are obviously the new weekly releases video. And this week I have 13 albums to talk to you about.
Burn me down in fire, start away desire, drop me in denial, bury me alive. It teaches yourself to suffer, killing all that loves you, a parasite to cover all your haunted loves behind those empty eyes.
About that, I decided to put back my sunglasses because I had the most awful night last night because I'm having a sore throat, these past days, and really I quite didn't sleep last night. So I always have an ugly face all my life, all year long, but today especially. So I decided, well, still ugly, but a little less. So this is the band Aeranea. Aeranea. With the album A Voice for the Lost. They come from Essen in Germany. I love Essen. Do you know the Spiel convention? In Essen, this is the biggest fair. For board games. It's in Essen, so I'm going there basically every year in October. Well, except these in 2020 and 2029, obviously because of that shit of COVID. But normally I go there every year, and maybe next year I will maybe go grab a beer with them because they come from Essen. It's Aeranea with the album A Voice for the Lost. It's basically gothic metal melodic, symphonic, gothic metal. They released their first album back in 2014. This is the second album. It's composed of 12 tracks for a total playing time of a little bit more than 50 minutes. When you listen to this album, it can remind you of the early years of bands such as Evanescence, for example. So I know that most of you won't probably listen to it. I'm not really keen in that domain as well, but this one is really great to hear. You know, the drums are great. You know, on certain tracks you have really a nice bass line. You know, the voice of Lily, the lady singer of the band, is it's Lily Seth, actually. Lily Seth, the singer, the female clear vocal singing, and also accompanied by some male growls on certain tracks of this album, and that's why it's really a great mix. And so it's gothic, it's symphonic, it's really symphonic, maybe more on certain tracks than on others, but yeah, it's really cool. So I decided to put it in my selection this week, and moreover, I decided to show you a second clip.
Become a rose. I will hold your neck forever. No, I won't let go. Full moon upon a garden, silent wind that blows. A heart of blue from a bird's cry for me, my view. No sound that no
It's very exceptional, but I have a second selection in that same kind of category, you know. It's still symphonic gothic metal, but this time from Germany. I bring you to Australia with the following band, Carmeria, with the album Advenai. Advenai, I think it's Latin. I don't know, Latin. Sorry. It's their first album, 12 tracks as well, 62 minutes long. Quite a long album, but yeah, it's great because you have nice ballads, you know, you have a lot of symphony stuff, you know, and yeah, it's pleasant as well. So, but if you don't dig that specific genre, it's definitely not for you. But still, here is what I'm talking about.
Over the barren hill where you'll find a place to rest in a field of ivory. Take not this for granted, 'tis the only path you seek, for there's nothing for you to want when I am all you need. To cure, I am your disease, cascade upon an autumn breeze. Fear not the whisper of the rising shade, 'tis nothing but a ghost in the winter rain. Walk through shades of grey now, over the barren hill where you'll find a place to rest in a field of ivory. Take not this for granted, 'tis the only path you seek, for there's nothing for you to want when I am all you need.
Okay, stay stay here. Don't fall asleep yet. It's just the beginning of the show, so please stay. I don't have a lot of blue thumbs. Don't have a lot of views on this shit. So if you start leaving after 5 minutes, what will I do? It's the end of this channel if it goes on like that. Yeah, simple as that. You want? I can sense that you want something really. Yeah, Okay, let's go for it. I always say that I'm not really a big fan of pure 100% death metal, traditional death metal, but God, this one is so good. It's a band called Grave Miasma with the album with the title of Abyss of Wrathful Deities. It's their second album. The first one was released back in 2013, so it's been nearly 10 years now. It's a band from the UK. The album is composed of 9 tracks for a TTP of TPP. I want to play the smartass here, and I even fail. TPP, total playing time. TPT, Jesus Christ. TPT, total playing time. So 9 tracks for a TPT of 52 minutes. It's great. The artwork of the album, only that. If you have to retain something, look at this artwork. It makes me think about, this Necronomicon book, from the movies Evil Dead, remember? Yeah, it makes me think about that, but the music is great. You know what? I know you dig that. Here is an extra clip of that track just for you. The berserk side of your personality with my music. Let me serve you an extra one. What follows is some thrash metal. What you just heard is an album of thrash metal. The band name is Sinistrio. Sinistrio, where are my fucking notes? The band name is Sinistrio. I just wanted to say that you were hearing some good thrash metal from Sweden. This is a mix of blackened and thrash metal. It's their second album, 10 tracks for 42 minutes. Better. They sing, they sing in Swedish. I think, but yeah, it's great. You have these amazing riffs, all along the album. The first track, EC HIISI, is no, it's not the first track, but there is a 1 minute track in the middle of this album, which is called Easy, and it's 1 minute of acoustic guitar, and it's really, really pretty to hear. You know what? It's that actually. So what do you think? Nice, huh? And it's really sharp at the middle of the album. It's the fifth track out of 9 or 10 tracks. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Yeah, it's 10 tracks. It's 10 tracks, and it's really the 1 minute track in the middle of the album, and it's really you move from this wilderness, to this 1 minute calm. And then it goes back, to thrash metal. And yeah, this album is great, honestly. I like it. So, next one. What do you think about, I introduced to you some new pieces of black metal, but atmospheric black metal. You dig that? Let's go. So if you like atmospheric black metal, these were my two selections for this week. The first one being a band called Opprobre, spell it O-P-P-R-O-B-R-E. They come from Montpellier in France, and their second album is named Fragment de Destinée, which you can translate easily into Fragments of Destinies, obviously. So they come from Montpellier in France. It's atmospheric / post black metal. It's their second album, and I gotta say that the last track of this album, the title is Cendre, meaning ashes. It's a 12-minute long track, and you get this Alceste vibe, you know, at the second half of this track. It's just amazing. So great album from a French band. The second selection that you just heard is the 10th album of the US black metal band, atmospheric black metal band, Panopticon, who released here their 10th album with the title of And Again Into the Light. So they come from USA. It's atmospheric black metal, 10 album, and it's 8 tracks for a total playing time. Wait for it. TPT. Ha! Got you. For a TPT of 71 minutes. It's a long album, but I think that you all know Panopticon, and this album is really great. It's maybe one of the heaviest, I would say, because some tracks are really heavy on this album when you compare to the previous releases. So, not sure. I have to really dig back into their discography, but I don't recall having heard some so heavy material from them in the previous albums, but still. Moving on to the next one.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you.
Wow, come on, everybody. There's a guy on YouTube. He's amazing. He listens to songs. Yeah, you can watch him listening to songs. It's crazy. Thumbs up, you know. Give me all your love, you know. All the blue thumbs, you know. Subscribe to his channel. It's crazy, you know. And the guy is actually listening to songs. Okay. Never mind. Blue thumbs, by the way. Thank you for my sense of humor, you know. Thanks. Much appreciated. Next one is a band called... Well, I will say it after. Just passing the clip now. So I have to confess that this next piece of an album is my first in-your-face moment. Yeah! It's the return of the in-your-face moment. First time for the month of May. Woohoo! And it's not gonna be the last one, but this one is really special because it's a band called Dordeduh. Spell it D-O-R-D-E-D-U-H. And why this name? Because it's a Romanian band. It's a band from Romania. They do some atmospheric black folk metal. It's their second album, and their first album was released in 2012. So it's nearly 10 years ago now as well. So Dordeduh means longing from spirit in Romanian. It's an album for 8 tracks for total playing time. Yeah, TPT, you got it. Total playing time of 61 minutes, and this is just amazing. They sing in Romanian, so I don't really understand absolutely shit of this album, but God, the atmosphere is great. You have these nice sounds, you know, the voices are great. And just this clip that I showed you here, but hey, check it out, the next one. were 2 clips of the album from Dans de Dieu. Honestly, I really recommend you dig into that one, even if you don't understand shit of this language. But God, the music is really, really great. Vinyl on its way. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, moving on. Does anybody of you want some prog? Yeah? No? I hope you do, because I have not 1, but 2 selections for you, starting with that one.
Your feet are hanged over the verge of your bed, as if you don't believe in monsters. I thought we were brave. I thought we were brave.
I saw you say you wanted prog, eh? But this is a great one. This is absolutely great. If you're looking for a pure progressive metal album for this week, that's the one. You gotta check it out. And this is my second in-your-face moment of this video, because it's really amazing. Subterranean Masquerade with the album Mountain Fever. It's prog from the USA. It's their, I think it's their 4th album, if I can read my notes with these fucking glasses. Yeah, it's their 4th album, I guess. 10 tracks for 54 minutes, and you have a lot of different instruments to discover in this album. You know, you have this kind of Arabic move, you know, Arabic wave. You know, it's really great. All along, it's really progressive, meaning that it moves from a thing to another thing totally different, and it keeps, you know, being refreshing track by track. Is really, really, really amazing, and it's my second in-your-face moment of this video. But I told you I had 2 selections for prog, and the next one is that one.
Passing through the gates of moon, the peaks of moon around us rise. The chill of death waits in the gloom as our gaze meets their eyes. Servants of the serpent queen, who scaled skin and acid breath. Human and the life they seem, men enslaved to hurt and death. Seeker in the hour of need, pay her toll, enjoy the feed.
So it's another progressive metal album, but the specificity about this one is that it's not a new release. It's a re-release of an album from 2017. The name of the band is Osiron, and the album name is King's Bane. So it's a remaster of an album from 2017. As I was saying, there are 3 new versions of 3 tracks on this album, plus 1 extra track, if I remember right. The band comes from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's a total of 8 tracks for a TPT of 54 minutes, and it's just amazing. It's more symphonic than the previous one, but it remains progressive metal, and I know we all love that. Moving on now to some metalcore.
Control over, she wants to die.
bringing you now in the country I wish I will end my days of this life, Norway, with a band called Lysjakt, spell it Lysjakt. The name of the album is Everreal Palace. It's metalcore. First album, debut album, 8 tracks, 35 minutes, full of energy. It's great. Moving on. This band's name is Black Yen. They come from Austria and it's their new album, Satori. I think it's their second album, if I remember right. They do some atmospheric doom / black metal with post-rock element, a lot of post-rock element, some sludge element from time to time. Yeah, it's a mix of a lot of things. It's a great album. If you like diversity on the same unique album, you get it. 7 tracks, 57 minutes, so you understand if you do your math that it's long tracks on this album, but it's really pleasant to hear. Moving on to the next one. I bring you to Greece with a band called Scar of the Sun and their third album, Inertia. So they are Greek, it's 11 tracks, 43 minutes, and they do some gothic, melodic groove metal. And I gotta say, this album just caught me by surprise. The artwork, as always, I saw the artwork, interesting, and then I just, let me slide into the music of this album, and it's a really great surprise as well for this week. But it's not the last one. The last one is the one that follows.
Monster,
So for my last selection this week is a band called Project Rowan Wolf with the album Edge of Saturn. It's a mix of power and thrash metal. They come from Pennsylvania in the USA. It's their second album, and it is good to know that their first album released in 2013. It's been a while as well for this band. So this is it. This is to close up my selection, but I have a surprise for you. I have an extra stuff for you. Stay there. Stay tuned.
The spirits are bound in the portrait of mine, arrested.
So is it cool or not to make people watch me listening to stuff? Yeah, it's cool. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. This is it. This is the end of the road for this week, and I'm gonna leave you with another track of the album of this amazing band. One of those that I presented to you today, saying that it was one of my in-your-face moments of the week. So another track from the album from the band Subterranean Masquerade. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget the blue thumbs. Subscribe to my channel if it's not done. Support what I do, support my work, because a video like that, it's really a lot of work. To say globally, it's 5 hours of work for me from start to finish to compile this video. So please support me, support my work if you like what I do, and I will see you in the next video. Next Tuesday, my interview of the German band The Circle, and of course don't miss the next episode of weekly releases next Saturday. In the meantime, I wish you a great weekend, a great week, and I will see you soon in the next video. Ciao, ciao.